Internet, good morning. This is Daybreak here, coming back at you guys with yet again another figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Chun-Li from the Street Fighter V line from S.H.Figuarts. Now she is number 2 from this wave, and I gotta say once again I am super impressed with what S.H.Figuarts has been able to do with this particular figure. Now, before we take a look at the actual figure, moving her off to the side, let's talk about the accessories. So first accessory that I wanna just take a close look at is this backdrop piece, which they didn't need to include, but they did because they're freaking awesome. It's just these cardboard cutouts that you can put in the back to make it look like you have Chun-Li fighting in her stage. So that is pretty freaking epic. The quality is great, and just letting you know, it is cardboard, so mine came a little bit warped, but hey, the fact that they include this is freaking phenomenal. I love it. Alright, moving that off to the side, let's take a look at this right here. It's a display base. What is it for? Well, it's for her crazy kicking combo that she always has in all of her in all of the Street Fighter games. It's one of the most iconic moves for Chun-Li, and so yeah, of course they had to include this. Now, how do you put this on? There's a little peg hole right here. Line up the peg and the peg hole, and bam, there you go. Now, just a little warning to all of you guys, maybe to some of you younger collectors out there, even older, doesn't matter, because I'm not sure if you could see this. You probably can't, but you see this, there's like a little red dot right there. That is actually a puncture that happened while I was playing around with this particular effect piece. While I was trying to put this right here in here, I was pushing, and then this piece right here, that right there, yeah, that dug right into my skin, and yeah, I was not a happy camper when that happened. It hurts like hell. So guys, be careful when you're trying to display Chun-Li with this particular effect piece, because it can definitely hurt if you're not careful. Now, these pieces are interchangeable in the sense that you can pull them apart and put them wherever you like, so that's pretty cool. I love the fun factor in that. When it comes to actually putting this effect piece on Chun-Li's leg, the effect actually splits in two right here. You line up her leg, whichever leg you want to use, put it right there, and then put the other effect piece back in here, and there you have it. That's pretty much how it works. So that's pretty cool. Love the fact that they incorporated that. Now, moving on to the different face sculpts. You get this face sculpt right here, which is her yelling. Nicely detailed, nicely painted. The earrings are nice, and it's this nice pearlescent white. The eyes have that nice shading right here. Even her mouth has a lot of detailing with the teeth and the tongue, so that's pretty awesome. Over here you have this neutral face, which is quite nice. She's grinning a little, so you can have this on her if you just want her to be in a vanilla pose, which is perfectly good. Moving that to the side, you get 3 sets, not including the ones that come on her. So here we go. Oh, I just dropped one, but it's fine. Here we go. You get the fisted hands, so that's pretty cool. You get the semi-actiony hands, so that's that. And lastly, you get these hands, the open palm hands. Now, the ones that come on her are the closed-fisted hands, but I swapped them out for these because I thought they look more badass. And yeah, she looks freaking great. Now, looking at this particular figure, I'm not gonna look at the box. Actually, let's keep to tradition, shall we? Here we go. The box, standard packaging, open display window. You have Chun-Li, the picture of the actual figure. You have her name on the side, name on the back. It showcases all of the different poses you can get her in. It shows you all the accessories, and it shows you the other figure in this wave, and it is none other than Ryu, which we already took a look at. And then it shows you her stats, which is pretty freaking bomb. Now on this side, it showcases the actual design for what this figure was inspired off of, and there you go. Okay, so now let's take a look at Chun-Li, because she looks phenomenal. Now, some people are going to say it's weird because it's not really the Street Fighter V version, but hey, I kind of like it. If it's a little bit of both, I like it because the face is clearly not the face from the game, but it's a little bit more anime-ish, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit more girly. If you take a look at this one right here, she still looks girly, but yeah, hopefully you guys get what I mean, but probably not, whatever. But this, I think, is a nice balance between the two. Her legs, the thunder thighs, yes, very, very muscular. Love all the attention to detail. You see all the shading effects all over the place. Her blue dress is this nice glossy blue, and the golds, very, very nice when it comes to the detailing. Even if you look at her buns right here, the gold trimming that they put on this looks fantastic. Even the back, look at that, that looks great. Shading effect right here, the shadowing effect, that looks good. On the boots, it's once again very clean. I was hoping it was a little bit dirtier, but hey, that's perfectly fine. Love the boots, looks great. So can't complain about anything when it comes to the sculpting and the paint. They did an amazing job. When it comes to articulation, head can look left, right, can look up that far, which is pretty good. Can look really far down, which is great. These buns right here, they are movable, so that's that. She does have neck pivot, so that's pretty cool. When it comes to her arms, you have the butterfly joint right here. You can move her arms 360, no problem. The bicep swivel is hidden within here, so you can swivel it here, and it's actually moving right here. Is there any Yep, there is articulation right underneath here. The upper diaphragm joint, it's there, so that's great. Be careful because this is a nice rubbery piece. I feel like if you keep maneuvering this too much, I think that can warp or stretch or rip. So be careful because this is this nice rubbery material. When it comes to her legs, she can definitely do the splits, and you definitely need that for a Chun-Li figure, wouldn't you say? I mean, she needs those high angled kicks, and I think they did a phenomenal job. Now, the cool thing that they did here, it's something unique. On this piece right here, they've used so that it kind of covers up that hole, the gape, and the gaping hole that you would usually see if they didn't. And I think that's a pretty good idea, because if this wasn't here, then it would look like here's her underwear, and then there's her legs, and there's nothing in between. That looks really weird. But to have this fill in the gap, I think that's perfect. When it comes to the thigh swivel, it's all there. It doesn't have a pull down feature, unfortunately, but it's fine. When it comes to the knees, double jointed, so that's good. The knees don't look that bad for this particular figure, so that's good. Boot cut, none, but you get pretty much everything you want in the feet. So you have the hinge, you have the pivot, you have the up and the down, and you have the toe joint, as you guys can clearly see. So there you guys have it. Chun-Li is, in my opinion, a 10 out of 10. I freaking love posing this figure with the Ryu figure, and it just looks like an amazing display or centerpiece. I really hope, like I've mentioned in the Ryu figure review, that they continue to pump out this line. I think it's great. I think they're doing a phenomenal job, and if you haven't picked up your very own copy of Ryu or Chun-Li, places like Big Bad Toy Store might still have them, but Ami and those import sites are definitely sold out. So keep an eye out for this particular figure, because I think this is definitely a figure you must have in your collection if you guys like Street Fighter. So with that said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to stop by and to watch this video. If you like what you saw, please leave a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave it in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And with that said, this is Daybreak 748 and I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.